at any point along the journey, there's this point, was there a point of like, what am I doing here?
Well, no, actually, no. It was not really. It was very rewarding. I mean, you're learning stuff. You're doing stuff that most people. I mean, how many people? It's like they say, how many people can be astronauts or fighter pilots? How many people? I mean, there's more people than go on submarines. How many people in the whole Navy go on submarines and nuclear submarines? And to be, I don't. I'm not bragging, but to be a reactor operator. That, to trust me with handling, that's they put a lot. That puts a lot of confidence in it. But even then, mechanically, I say I wasn't a little bit. I had to learn mechanically to be more confident. I know as far as procedures and how to do things. I was a smart guy.
Nice.
The Navy told me. The Navy said by inviting me, I didn't want to go to nuclear. They invited me to the program. And then they educated me, and I had some problems along the way. Like we were troubleshooting a radar system before I could qualify for radar electronics, and we had trouble doing that. So I almost didn't get out of radar electronics school because me and the guy with me were both a couple of nebulous, and we had trouble troubleshooting the. They put a fault in you, troubleshoot. We had trouble doing it, or we almost couldn't get it to almost the very end. So we barely got past that. But there's a test where you have to talk about book learning. You have to learn how to use manuals, so how to look up things in maintenance electronic manuals. And I was very good at that. I could have been a librarian because I could find stuff in books really fast. I never regretted going in the Navy, never. It was probably one of the best times. I had a lot of good friends that I served with. A lot of them weren't Jewish. You learn how to appreciate other people, and other people appreciate you. So I didn't have too many friends in high school. My best friends were probably in the Navy when I got out there. Guys that were different from me, guys that I would never have associated with. If I met them on the street, if I knew them outside somewhere, I wouldn't have given them the time of day and vice versa, probably. But you learn to work. You have to work with these people. These people are part of your band of brothers. So like if you have brothers, you may not like your brothers all the time, but you have to live with them. So you learn to get along, and eventually you like them. You get attached to your ships when you're there, especially you're in a ship for a long time. It becomes part of the crew, the vessel becomes part of your life. It's almost like a second home. And the people you serve are like your brothers. So when they say band of brothers, it's not that far from the truth.
Did you find any particular mentors, anybody along the way that really made a difference for you?
Yeah, there was I'm trying to think. It was my chief toward the end, Chief Morrison, Chief Gary Morrison.
Back during your service time, how was he helpful for you?
He was very. I thought he was the smartest guy I knew, for one thing. I mean, he was relatively quiet and calm, never yelled, he never horsed around that much. He's a friendly guy, but he was like I said, a lot of guys, especially non-nuclear radio, a lot of those guys tend to horse around and sometimes use crude language, whatever. So he was always a very nice guy, and he was patient with me. If I made a mistake or something, he always took his time with me, and I looked up to him. I just want to be. I also just want to be as smart as him. I think he was the smartest guy I knew.
It sounds like Chief Morrison was a good mentor when it comes to diversity as well. To work hard, do your thing,
yeah,
and get along with other people.
Yeah, and don't try to be pushy. Don't try to brag. The term is braggadocio. I think they call it braggadocio, where people tend to brag and try to But he was a more almost intellectual type, I would say. Yeah, but he was, but very nice guy.